Hello, in this video I'll show you how to remove the starter motor on BMW 318i E90 model. The starter motor is located just underneath the intake manifold, so in order to get to the starter motor we need to remove the intake manifold. First we start by removing the negative cable for the battery. Next, we will remove these air pipes, air housings, and the air filter housing as well. If the video is useful, give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel to see more videos like this. Next we'll remove the electrical connector for the throttle body and then remove the air hose that's attached to the throttle body. Next we'll remove the cabin filter housing along with the whole plastic panel that's underneath the cabin filter. Next, we'll remove the throttle body. The throttle body is held by 4 bolts. Next, we'll start removing electrical connectors and hoses that are on top of the intake manifolds that are in the way to remove the intake manifold. There's a couple of hoses on the side that we need to remove. Next, we'll loosen the bolt for the metal plate and remove the other bolt so that we can take out the metal plate. Next, we continue removing the pipes and hoses that connect to the intake manifold that are in the way. This car has LPG, so next we need to remove the electrical connectors for the injectors and the pipe that comes from the tank all the way to the injectors. We also removed the plus cable that's going all the way over the engine so that it's not in our way. Electrical connectors for the LPG injectors are removed. Next, we need to remove the gas line. Next, we'll remove the two bolts that hold the fuel rail and the bolts that hold the intake manifold to the engine. Next, on the far side of the intake manifold, there is another pipe that we need to remove for, and also the fuel line for the fuel rail. So here I'm gonna show you, this is the hose that I removed. You just need to press it and pull it out. And this is the fuel rail line that I need to remove. This one you need to push down and it will come out. Next, we continue removing the bolts that hold the intake manifold to the engine. Next, we need to remove the electrical connectors for the injectors so that we can take out the intake manifold. And now that the electrical connectors are removed, we can take out the intake manifold. There is another hose on the bottom of the intake manifold, so make sure you remove that before removing the intake manifold. You need to put your hand underneath so that you can remove that hose, and make sure everything else is removed from the intake manifold that's in the way, and then you can take out the manifold. And that's the intake manifold out. And now we have access to the starter motor. The starter motor is held by two bolts, and also there is two electrical cables that we need to remove, the red one and the solenoid cable, and that's one of the bolts that holds the starter motor, and the other one is on that side, on the other side. First we start by removing the electrical cables, and then we will remove the two bolts that hold the starter motor. Thus the two bolts are removed. Now we can remove the starter. Sometimes the starter doesn't want to come out, so you might need a pry bar to pry it out a little bit, because it might be stuck to the gearbox. And that's the starter motor out. Thank you for watching.